Hello friends, we have learned frequency distribution. Now we are learning graphical presentation of frequency distribution. Is it alright? So we are learning graphical presentation of frequency distribution. We have learned graphical presentation of data. Now we are learning graphical presentation of frequency distribution. Is it alright? Let us start with first, which is nothing but histogram or area diagram. Or area diagram. It is done it in chart form. I have taken one frequency distribution. These are number of students, marks. Marks between 44 to 48, there are 3 number of students. 49 to 50, there are 5 number of students. 54.58, there are 6 number of students. 59 to 63, there are 6 number of students. Is it alright? So how will we drowing this graph, histogram or area diagram of this frequency distribution? Is it alright? What we'll be taking is lower class limit or class limit on x-axis. On the y-axis, I will be taking frequency. Is it all right? Now understand. What is the lower class limit of this? It is a 43.5. So I'll start with 43.5. 48.5. is upper class limit of this, lower class limit of this. 53.5, upper class limit of this, lower class limit of this. 58.5, upper class limit of this, lower class limit of this. 63.5. What are frequency? 3, 5, 6, 6. So I can go up till 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 43 to 48, there are 3 number of students. 48 to 53, there are 5 number of students. 53 to 54 to 58, there are 6 number of students. And in last class interval, again there are 6 number of students. This is how histogram or area diagram will look like. Is it alright? It is, sir, it is a bar chart, somewhat like it. Is it alright? But this is, as it is a diagrammatic representation of frequency distribution, it is not termed as bar chart, it is termed as histogram or area diagram. Is it alright? We are going for a frequency polygon. Second one. Frequency polygon. See how it looks like. It looks like a line chart. But still, this is x, this is y. X we take midpoint. And here we take frequency. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. What will be midpoint of 44 plus 48 divided by 2? Will be 46. It is 44 plus 48, yes. Divided by 2 will be 46. Midpoint will be 46, 51, 56, 61, 46, 51, 56, 61. To this midpoint, corresponding frequency is 3. To this midpoint, corresponding frequency is 5. To this midpoint, corresponding frequency is 6. To this midpoint, corresponding frequency is 6. This is nothing but frequency polygon. What's taken in x-axis is midpoint, and y-axis again we take it as frequency. Is it alright? Last but not the least is Ogew's or cumulative frequency graphs. Third, Ogew's. They are also known as a cumulative frequency graph. See, what we take it in x-axis is class limit. What we take it in y-axis is not a frequency but cumulative frequency. So what was our class limit? 43.5, 48.5, 53.5, 58.5, 63.5. These were my class limit. Now, I am having two types of cumulative frequency distribution. One is less than, another is more than. Is it alright? So let me first draw of less than. Less than 43.5 is 0. Less than 43.5 is 0. Less than 48.5 is 3. So I'll have to make it up till 20. So 5, 10, 15, 20. This is 5, 10, 15, 20. So 48.5, less than 48.5 is 3. So approximately will come over here. Less than 53.5 is 8. I have already done less than frequency distribution is 8. Less than 58.5 is 14. 58.5, 14 will come over here. Less than 63.5 will be 20. And this chart will be less than cumulative frequency Ogive. Let me find out more than cumulative frequency Ogive. More than 43.5 will be 20. More than 48.5 will be 17. Yes. More than 48.5 will be 15, 16, 17 approximately here. More than 53.5 will be 12. 53.5 and 12. More than 58.5 will be 6. More than 58.5 will be 6. More than 63.5 will be 0. Ultimately, this will be more than cumulative frequency Ogive. Is it alright? So less than cumulative frequency, more than cumulative frequency plotted on x-axis class limit and on y-axis cumulative frequency. If it is less than, it will look like this. If it is more than, it will look like this. Ultimately, these are Ogives. So when you draw graphical representation of frequency distribution table, it is divided into three parts: histogram or area diagram, which looks like bar chart; frequency polygon which looks like line chart, and ogives are completely cumulative frequency distribution charts, and they are termed as ogives or cumulative frequency graphs. Now we are going to learn some frequency curves. Now you have done probability distribution bell-shaped curve. So any given data, see, even if you have not understood logically in your 11th and 12th standard, believe me, we are having probability distribution chapter, and at that point of time you will be absolutely understanding what is that. Say if a data consists of 1 crore different types of variable, is it alright? Can I make a frequency curve of it? I am drawing a normal curve. The answer is yes. This is a bell-shaped or normal curve. As we know, this is mean is equal to median is equal to mode. See, what does this mean? Less percentage of data will be in this range. Say here x is equal to 99 marks. Is it alright? So very less number of people is having greater than 99 marks or 100 out of 100 marks. So this is 1 mark. Very less number of people is having 1 or 0 marks. Majority of people is having 60 marks. Average is 60 marks. Middlemost variable is 60 marks, that is mean, median, mode. Say this is 25%. Marks are 40 to 50. Then I can say that 25% of the data is between 40 and 50 marks. So this is how the graphical representation is made. Yes, we are not absolutely learning the normal curve, but try to understand that the data can be represented in a form of a curve, and this is a bell-shaped or normal curve. Various other types of curves are this is bell-shaped. It is normal curve. It can be also U-shaped curve going like this. It can be also J-shaped curve. It can be also mixed curve. And this is how the data can be represented in the form of curve. So data can be represented in a form of a graph, frequency distribution data, and frequency distribution data can also be represented in curve. This is open-ended. Is it alright? What is the meaning of open-ended? There is no highest figure which can be determined. There is no lowest figure which can be determined. Is it alright? These are different curves by which the data can be represented. This is end of first chapter, that is statistical distribution of data. Thank you, friends.